On 15th August 2024, the Minister of State for Internal Affairs, General David Muhoozi, announced a one-year extension of the National Identification Cards registration to allow NIRA prepare and conduct a massive registration exercise. Much as the exercise was meant to commence in June 2024, this was delayed by challenges in procurement and the establishment of the new industrial security information system, leaving many Ugandans frustrated in one way or the other. For instance, travelers to Kenya are required to present their national identification cards to prove their nationality. Addressing the media in Kampala, Simon Peter Mundeyi, Minister of Internal Affairs spokesperson, advised Ugandan travelers to Kenya and Rwanda to either use their passports or obtain certificates of identity to avoid being inconvenienced. This, he says, can be obtained across the different border points of the country.
We have received and noted challenges faced by Ugandan travelers to Kenya and Rwanda using the national ID. So to avoid similar scenarios, we advise travelers to use passports, and those who don't have passports can apply and acquire certificates of identity, which are also available at inland borders and inland offices across the country.
Mundeyi explained how the one-year extension of the national ID validity remains in effect, especially for the countries like Kenya and Rwanda. He, however, says this is only applicable for the identification cards whose face values are not yet expired. He also indicated the significance of the certificate of identity document and how much it is costing.
The one-year extension of national ID validity, of course, remains in effect. And the arrangement with Kenya and Rwanda allowing nationals to move across borders remains unchanged. So we can still notify you that going to Kenya and Rwanda using national ID is still in effect, except that only those IDs that have not yet expired will be applicable. Those with the face value of expired IDs are advised to use other documents other than national IDs.
Regarding mass registration exercise, Mundeyi urged Ugandans to participate without fail and ensure their national IDs are renewed by NIRA.
We urge Ugandans to participate in the upcoming mass renewal and registration exercise for national IDs. As you know, most of the national IDs have expired because we started acquiring national IDs in 2014, yeah? So most of the national IDs have expired.
He also revealed how the ministry is stuck with over 15,000 passports on account of mistakes made by applicants. He, however, warned the public against fraudsters, calling Ugandans in the name of helping them acquire express passports.
These are passports that are not completed, stuck on our system, totaling about over 15,000 on account of mistakes that are made by applicants. And most of these mistakes are done by parents who are applying passports for their children.
From the Uganda Traffic Police, spokesperson Michael revealed how the country registered an increase in the number of accidents last week compared to the previous weeks of the month. According to Kananura, motorcycle accidents were the leading cause of death with 39%, followed by pedestrian-related crashes at 32%, with unsafe overtaking and overspeeding as the major contributors.
A total number of 32 people perished on motorcycles. 28 were riders and 4 were passengers, and these constituted 39% of the total death on the road. And it was followed by the pedestrian-related crashes with 32% of the total death. The causes of these crashes remain the same. It has now become like a song, and it is unsafe overtaking, which contributed to 31%, and speeding, which also contributed to 21%.
John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.